All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to a very special late night episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight, live here on YouTube, live on Coach Eli. 2 authentic live streams, the most positive place on the internet. We keep it positive, but we also keep it very raw and real at the same time. I wasn't going to do a stream tonight, but after what I saw right before I was about to go to bed, I had to respond to this. I had to do this. It's going to be a very interesting show. I don't plan on being on too terribly long, maybe an hour or a little bit more than an hour or so, but it's going to be good. So stick around for that, whether you're here live or on the replay. But before we get to the show, let me first of all make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube first and foremost. And it looks like it is rolling well. And let me also make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. It looks like it has. And let me do a sound check. Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams, the most positive place on the internet. We keep it positive, but we also keep it very raw and real at the same time. All right. Everything is rolling smoothly. Dawn was sleeping, but it looks like Dawn just got up. Give me just 1 second. Folks, give me just a second here. Let me check in with Dawn real quick. I'm going to play some music, and I'll be back in just a few, okay? Give me a second here, okay? Be right back. All right. We're back. We are back live. We are just going to scratch it and get right back to it. Dawn is doing well. She got up to use the restroom, and she's going to be going back to bed. She says hello to everyone, and she hopes you're all doing well. All right. Oh, my gosh. You know, like I said, right when I started this show a few minutes ago, I wasn't going to do a stream tonight. I was checking the rounds on YouTube from my phone, and there wasn't really much going on. But then I came across Robert Reese's channel. And good old Robert Reese wants to continue the Eli investigation series, or whatever the heck he calls it, right? And, I skimmed through it. I don't have time to watch all of these stupid drama shit shows, right? I don't have the time for that. I really don't. I can get the gist of what's going on by skimming through it, seeing who's on the panel, and then skimming through the chat, seeing what the chat says, and just understanding that it's the same old mumbo jumbo garbage, projections, insecurities, jealousy, same old garbage. And Robert Reese is thinking that he's going to capitalize off my name. And that's cool, Robert. If you think that you can capitalize off my name, that's all good, Robert. Because I'm gonna start off by saying this, Robert. I'm gonna start off by saying this, okay? I'm going to your channel right now. I'm not gonna show it on the screen, but that stream that you did, Eli investigation, hot facts, whoops ass, for the handicap community. Okay, cool, bro. Cool. Streamed 14 hours ago, 280 views. Robert, and you use content from other people and stuff, and you have a lot of people coming on your panels to support your shows, and all of that for 280 views. I do my own shows. I don't use anyone's clips. I just, go live, show my face. I do my walks. I do my in-studio streams like I'm doing right now. And my Walking with Purpose stream, from earlier has 406 views, Robert. 406 views. And that stream happened, about 8 or 9 hours ago? Okay. So what is that telling you, Robert? How well are you doing at leveraging my name? Because that's the only reason why you keep talking about me and doing this Eli investigation, which is a bunch of garbage. There's nothing to investigate. It's the same old repetitive garbage. And you're basically just feeding it to the same old boring audience, projecting insecure, immature, jealous audience that people like Jamie and JB Gunner and a few others or several others have done for the last 6 years. It's boring, it's old, it's repetitive. And you just don't seem to get it. And you're not going to really make much money doing it. You're not. But that's not the only reason why I'm responding to this tonight. I took screenshots of the chat. For about the last 30 minutes of the show, and I'm going to read what people were saying in the chat, and I'm going to be responding to it once again because it's just dumb. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. Donna says, morning from England, Eli. Hey, Donna, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Let me make sure the audio is still good after I came back from checking on Don. Do 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 do. Okay. And you just don't seem to get it, and you're not going to really make much money doing it. You're not. But all right, it's still rolling smoothly. We have 18 in the box, 1 thumb up. Please smash the thumbs up, and please share this out. But before I get to the screenshots here, I'm not going to show them on the screen. I screenshot them on my iPhone. I'm just going to read them and respond to them and basically share with the world how stupid, immature, insecure, and jealous these people are. It's just ridiculous. And the only reason why I'm doing it is because people like Robert and others continue to think that they're going to be able to leverage my name on the same stuff that people have talked about for years and actually gain some traction or make some money off of it. Why would you do it, Robert, if you didn't think you were going to make money or get a lot of traction? How's the traction going for you, Robert? Yeah. But yeah, you brought JB Gunner on the panel, and JB Gunner, I know you're that Gunther dude in my chat. I haven't decided to ban you yet. I might ban you, I might not. I know you're that Gunther dude, semi-trolling, lightly trolling, or whatever. Maybe you enjoy the shows, JB. Like, JB used to say, Eli is accidentally funny. I don't know. Maybe you're entertained by me, JB. I don't know. But, you continue to come on to people's panels like Robert's. Sorry, you keep on coming on people's panels like Robert's. And whether you're doing it for fake instigated drama or you actually mean what you're saying, you continue to talk about my living situation. You continue to say I live with my mommy. I do not live with my mommy. I share a house with my mother. And Don and I share that house with my mother. And Don and I live on the third floor, which is 2,000 square feet. It's an in-law unit. It is a completely separate part of the house. It has its own entry from the outside. And my mother hardly ever comes down there unless we invite her like for dinner or something. So I really don't understand when you said, JB, I want to be able to walk around with my balls hanging out. If I wanted to walk around with my balls hanging out in front of Don, I can do that. I can do that on the couch. I can do that on the kitchen floor. I can do that in our bedroom. I can do that in our bathroom without any fear of my mother coming down there. It's a completely separate part of the house. And so I don't understand why you want to continue to spin this narrative that you live with your mommy, because it sounds better for your cringy drama entertainment content. It's a 3-story house, JB Gunner. There's plenty of space. And my mother is in the top 2 floors. There's a laundry room that we share on the 2nd floor where we all do our laundry at separate times. Okay? So I really don't understand why you continue to, make it sound like it's really bad when it isn't, man. Nobody really cares about it anymore. I don't care about it. I'm just calling it out because you guys keep talking about the same shit over and over and over and over again, and you guys think you're all going to knock me down or gain traction from me or, what are you trying to get out of this? What are you guys trying to get out of this? Seriously, I'm just wondering. Seriously, what are you getting out of this? Because I've been growing the channel here with Don. We do create our own content, but at times we do call you people out as part of our coaching content, as part of, sharing with people how to not be or behave on social media or in the real world. And what we're doing here is exposing the insecurities and the immature behavior of grown adults on YouTube, the jealous behavior of grown adults on YouTube, most of them hiding behind a fake account, a sock account, which is what we call them, where they don't show their name or face, and they want to trash talk someone that's just living a normal life with his family and his girlfriend and just wants to create happy, positive reinforcement type of content to uplift people and to help them, get ahead. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. There's a massive jealousy going on here, JB. Maybe you're a part of that. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. I'm happy with my living situation. I'm happy with my family. I'm happy with my girlfriend. I'm happy all around. And do I have to talk about this? No. Did I have to talk about it? No. I chose to talk about it because every time you guys talk about me, I'm going to call you guys out and I'm going to get way more views than you folks. And I'm going to continue to expose the piss poor behavior of grown-ass adults on YouTube. That's it. That's all it boils down to. It's pretty simple. That's all it boils down to, right? And the reason, JB, why I don't go on a panel with you, again, I'm not afraid of you, JB, but you're all about fake instigated drama like Jamie. There's no upside. Yes, and there is upside with Mondo. But quite frankly, I don't think Mondo's going to feed into it because Mondo realizes that if he feeds into it, it's going to backfire. The Streisand effect's going to hit him. And all the traction's going to come to me. And let me tell you where the traction will come from, JB, because you questioned where is the traction going to come from when Mondo only has a few hundred subs. You said 100 subs. I think he has more than that. I'll tell you how many subs Planet Mondo has right now, okay? Planet Mondo has 1.66K subs, Gunner. Not 100. He has 1,600 plus subs, okay? That's not the biggest channel. But let me tell you where the leverage comes from. Everybody knows Mondo in the gig economy. So if Mondo is going to talk about me, everyone in the gig economy is going to know about it. And that's where the leverage is. So it'd be wise for Mondo to not respond to me, because if he does, I'm just going to keep leveraging it, right? The more and more people keep talking about myself and Don, we're going to keep leveraging you guys. Just like you guys have done that to us for years. Don and I figured out how to play the game better than you folks. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to play the game and we're going to flip it on you. And that's what we've been doing. That's it. Bottom line, period. End of story. You want to spin it any way you want to spin it? Go right ahead. We don't care. We're going to play the game. We are playing the game now better than you, and we're going to keep playing the game better than you. Bottom line. Okay? So there you go. And again, I don't want to get on a panel with you or Jamie because there's no upside. There's no reasonable conversation to be had with you folks because all you're going to do is say the same thing over and over and over and over again. You live with your mommy and you're a broke-ass loser and, blah, blah, blah about your girlfriend and all that. There's no upside there. I'm not here to talk about that crap. I don't care what you guys think about that crap. I'm here to talk about positive reinforcement type of content to help people better their lives personally and professionally. And if you guys don't like my content, if you guys don't believe in what I'm doing, whatever, that's cool. That's your choice. And if you guys want to continue to talk about me on everyone's channels with the same small group of people, I'll just keep calling it out every now and then. And eventually there will be no place to go with it because it's going to be it's become so boring and repetitive already that I'm surprised Robert even got 280 views on this. He has less than 300 views. By the time we hit morning, he'll have 300 something. But then on my stream, I'll have 500 or 600 views from my walking stream I did earlier without even using anyone's content, right? So that's that. Catherine Jones. Hello, new to your channel, working late, and TikTok is boring. You sound familiar. Are you on the AM radio in the Seattle area? No, I'm not. How'd you find out about the channel, Catherine Jones? I'm not on the radio. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area, but thank you for asking. Give me a second here. Let me see here. Oh, June 5th, 2024, Catherine Jones. You're out of here. Have a great day. You're a troll. Bye-bye. Bye. June 5th, 2024. It's 4:33 a.m. Eastern, 1:33 a.m. Pacific. You just made that account right before you chatted here, so you're trolling. Bye-bye. 27 in the box, 2 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up, and please share this out. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and get to some screenshots here, okay? I'm not going to show them on the screen, but I'm going to read them here. Tiff was in Robert's chat. Tiffany, I know you went live right before I was about to go live. I don't know if you're still live or not, but if so, hopefully you're having a great show, and hope all is going well for you. But Tiff was in Robert's chat, and that's where I started the screenshots. At about Robert's show was 1 hour and 42 minutes. And I started the screenshots at the 1 hour and 27-minute mark. So the last 13 minutes of the show, and JB Gunner came on, and there was just a lot of ridiculous talk about me. So let's talk about this. Tiff says Kayla is trolling. Period. Sorry, girl, but you are. I don't really think she's trolling, Tiff. To be honest with you, I think Kayla has some issues. No disrespect intended. I think she's a manic depressant, and I think she has manic anxiety. I think that's how they call it. Kayla, I don't have any problems with you. I do think you're a real person. I just think your behavior is a little bit odd, and I'm saying that respectfully. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on with you. I know you want to talk with Dawn and I behind the scenes, and we're open to that. But and I know you sent me some long emails. But I don't know. A lot of your messages don't really make a lot of sense, to be honest with you. But you also did make a posting. Apparently, Planet Mondo either went live or was supposed to go live around the same time I was doing my walk yesterday evening. And I believe that was around 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, or something like that. I think he was supposed to go live. And Kayla made a comment on my channel saying, Mondo, where is your live stream? You deleted it. So I can't verify that. No one else has talked about it. But I think Mondo might have gone live to review the stream that where I was talking about him, I believe yesterday or the day before yesterday. And I think he fears being taken down for copyright, so he might have deleted it. I'm not going to take it down for copyright, Mondo. You should have left it up so I could hear what you said. But that's cool. That's cool. I mean, it's like it never happened. So, but yeah, I don't think Kayla's a troll. I think there's something a bit off about her. And Kayla, I'm sorry for saying that. You do come a bit off to me, or come off a bit off to me. We'll talk at some point, and then we'll see what happens. All right. Let's see here. I'm only going to read the pertinent comments here. Kayla says, sorry. She's responding to Tiffany in the chat, in Robert's chat. Sorry, I don't care what anyone says. I really do like Eli at Tiff. Not trolling, babe. Well, that's kind of weird. See, Kayla, you call everyone hun and babe. That's kind of odd to me. Unless you're like a Southern girl, which I'm not sure. Maybe you are. That's like a Southern thing. Maybe that's why you're doing it. But it's kind of weird when you call me hun because I have a girlfriend. And it seems it's kind of weird to call a man hun that has a girlfriend. So maybe that's just you. Maybe it's just you. But okay. All right, let's continue here. Tiff says, I do think you like him, but I question the sincerity of your need for guidance, Kayla. Well, I understand your point there, Tiff. You might be right. You might be wrong. I don't know. We don't know. Until I talk with her, we don't know. And I tread carefully. So I know how to handle myself. Trust me, Tiff. I've been doing this a while, just like you have. Okay, I'm very careful. But I do think Kayla needs guidance. Whether she truly wants it from me or not is yet to be determined. But I'm one that gives people the benefit of the doubt until they give me a reason to no longer give them that benefit tip. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. Okay. we are back live. We are back live. We're going to just scratch it and get right back down to business. Sorry about that, folks. I needed to help Dawn with one more thing, and she's good now. She's going to be going back to bed. So it's all good. There should be no more interruptions for the rest of the show. So let's get right back to it here. All right. So we left off where Kayla was saying, sorry, I don't care what anyone says. I really do like Eli. At Tiff, no trolling, babe. And then Tiff again said, I do think you like him, but I question the sincerity of your need for guidance. And I answered that before I went on the break there. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I really think there's no need to question Kayla anymore. There's really no need to question anyone that comes in my chats. If people want to come in and chat, if they seem a little off or whatever, if I feel they're trolling, I'm just going to ban them. There's really no need to talk about it. Yeah, I'm not interested in talking with you, Mondo. I'm not. You want to keep coming in on sock accounts, or if someone's pretending to be you, I really don't care. You want to talk about me, go talk about me on your channel and leave the stream public. And that is that, dude. I don't care. I don't care. Have a nice night. Yeah, and let me just double check again that the sound is good. Give me a second there, folks. I answered that before I went on the break there. All right, yeah, we're rolling well. And everything is in sync. Okay. All right, so let's go to the next screenshot there. Sparky Malarkey. Eli is like Einstein in his own mind. I don't think I'm like Einstein. I'm myself. I am who I am. I do what I do out here because I enjoy doing what I do. That's it. Nothing less, nothing more. Kayla says, oh, okay, at Tiff, I can understand why you feel that way. Well, yeah, your behavior is a little bit off. It's a bit off, Kayla. And maybe that's who you are. Maybe it's involving what you're going through. I don't know if there's PTSD involved, or you're a manic depressant, or you've got massive anxiety. Something is off, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to justify your behavior so people don't think you're trolling. But that's yet to be determined. And whatever it is, it's not a big deal. If she enjoys the channel and she enjoys the content, that's all that matters. And she really hasn't caused me any problems. So, I mean, that's that. No problems in my eyes, at least not yet. 35 in the box, 5 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. Let's see. Sabrina Garza, I'm not sure what you like about Eli at Kayla. Why do you care so much, Sabrina Garza? It's like you got your own man, you got your own life, yet you find time to come out here and criticize myself, question everything about me, question everything about my relationship, question things about Dawn. Why don't you spend more time focused on your relationship to better that? Yeah, Sabrina, you were a part of my group for a while, and you were all giddy and happy and all that, and then you started trash talking because of what Adventure AZ Dana was saying on her channel regarding how I handled my court case with that other woman, and then you flipped over a decision I made that was best for me. I just don't get that. So I don't know, Sabrina. I think there's just something lacking within you. I think you're very insecure. I think you're probably unhappy in your relationship or other aspects of your life. I could say more, but I'm not going to be rude. I'm going to leave it at that. But why do you keep questioning it? And here's one thing, Mrs. Ka, you are the most jealous woman I've ever come across on this platform. And you're supposedly a happily married woman, which maybe you are. I'm not trying to question your marriage, Mrs. Ka, but you are more concerned about my family and our estate and all of that than your own estate or whatever you have. Here's what Mrs. Ka said. They've owned that house since 1983. Yeah, well, 1984. Okay. And are still paying thousands a month on it. Great business sense going on there. You have no idea what we've done, how we've refinanced, why we've refinanced, and you have no idea what the payment is or what's owed. It's a very small mortgage, and most of the homes are paid off, and we don't owe you any explanation. And here's the thing, Mrs. Ka, I really don't care, but I'm going to come out and say this, Mrs. Ka. Maybe you're jealous because I could pick any single one of my family's properties between my mother's estate, my mother's and father's estate, and my aunt's estate, and one single property with the equity in there is probably worth more than you and Mr. Ka have saved up combined, or more than your net worth. So I'm not going to sit here and take criticism from you over your jealous rage. That's all it is. You are a jealous woman to come out here and be concerned about why there's a small mortgage on this house. You have no idea how we manage our finances, and we manage it quite well. Okay, very low interest rate, and it's all good. It's all good. You don't understand how investments work, Mrs. Ka. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you do understand it, but maybe you're just so jealous you just want to call it out. It's just surreal that this woman cares about my family's estate and why we have a small mortgage on this house here. I mean, is that funny to you folks? I mean, what does that say to you folks? Wow. Like, would you want people talking about your business? No, that's why you don't identify yourself. That's why you hide in plain sight, Mrs. Ka. But it's all good. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. What matters is how we handle our stuff, and we're doing quite well. And then Silicone, Brian, you're just a jealous fool too, because, maybe you have some money, but maybe you're jealous because you wish you were a part of my family or our estate. Silicone says, as a man, you're supposed to find your own way, not wait until you're 65 to inherit what your mommy and daddy built. Well, here's the thing. I've got my own money, my own investments and all that, and I've chosen to invest in the family estate instead of renting. Same with my brother. So that's what we're doing. Deal with it. Okay? If you want to continue to have a jealous rage over it on the internet, on some subpar channel that's getting less than 300 views talking about me, then that's on you, dude. It's funny to me that you claim to be such a successful person, Silicone, yet you're more concerned about myself and my family estate and what I'm going to get than what you have. Who cares? I don't care about that, dude. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not even thinking about, getting the estate or anything. Yeah, it does get handed down, but I'm a part of the family and I'm putting into it just like my brother is, and that's how it goes. So what is the big deal, Silicone? What is the big deal? Honestly, you keep talking about my mommy. Like, I think you're jealous, Silicone, that you don't have a mommy and daddy. Well, I still have my mom, but, you never had a dad like myself or a mom like I still have. Maybe that's what it is, Silicone? Is that what it is? Do you have daddy or mommy issues? Sabrina Garza now is getting into my business, our business. She goes, Mrs. Ka, did they say they took out loans on the house? We refinanced with a lower interest rate is what we did. And then we pulled the money to pay some expenses on the homes and to do some other things. That's what everybody does. Okay? And with a very low interest rate, you can then take the money you would have paid cash for the expenses and upkeep and all that, and repairs and upgrades and updates and all that, and reinvest it and make more money. You folks don't think, honestly, cuckoo, jealous cuckoo people, that's all it boils down to. You're jealous cuckoo people, okay? Listen to these people. They're sitting there dissecting my family's estate. because they're jealous. And I'm not saying that to rub it in their face. I'm calling out their piss poor, shitty behavior. As grown-ass adults, they care more about my life than their own. Wow, man. Woo-wee. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Silicone says, Eli going to be in the nursing home by the time he gets any inheritance, and it might not even happen. His name ain't on it, but his aunt and brother are. You have no idea whose name is on what, dude. Who the hell do you think you are? You didn't write the will. You don't know how the estate goes. It gets handed down in succession. Okay? If you have proof that my name is not on the estate, then put it out there publicly or shut your fucking mouth. Okay? Seriously. If you have proof that my name is not on the estate, then put it out or shut your mouth. Okay? You have no idea what's going on, bro. You're a jealous fool. You're a jealous fool. He never clarified that, Sabrina. Yeah, you folks are trying to fill in the blanks because you're jealous. True, Silicone, that's pretty sad. No, Sabrina, you're jealous that you don't have a family like mine, where we all have worked together to build a good future for each other. That's what it all boils down to. You all are jealous people because you weren't fortunate enough to have a good family to set you up and prepare you for the future. And now all my brother have to do is maintain it. We put in our own money to maintain it. What is wrong with that? That's how families work. That's how families have always worked. That's how families work. But see, you folks, like the title of the stream here, I forgot to read it. Robert Reese and the Rejects continue to project their misery onto me. Robert Reese and the Rejects continue to project their misery onto me. Okay? You're the rejects that are angry and bitter that you didn't have parents that made good investments for their family's future. That's how families are. Wow, you folks are ridiculous. Wow. Silicone, oh, that's right, Mrs. Ka. $1 million loan against it, meaning they don't actually own it. There's not $1 million loan. There's nowhere nearly that amount of loan. Prove it to me. If you think there's $1 million loan, Silicone, then put it out there. Because that information is not publicly available. There is no $1 million loan off the house. Okay? I think you're jealous because you know the amount of equity in these homes. And the amount of equity that my family has is way more than whatever you're worth, Silicone, Brian. So shut your mouth, dude. You don't know shit. You don't know anything. You're not triggering me. I'm just calling out your stupidity. You're running your mouths out of jealousy, and I'm proving it more so every day here. Okay? Sabrina Garza, oh, okay. I thought he mentioned something about refinancing. Yes, we did. We did. We've got like a 2% loan, 2 point something. You refinance every time the rates are lower, right? And then you could pull out money with the difference of the old refinancing rate to the new one and use that without affecting your loan balance to make repairs and pay other expenses while you take the other money and you reinvest it for it to make you more money. You folks are dumb people. You folks are really either dumb, ignorant, or jealous as fuck. That's all it boils down to. Silicone, you got to be pretty desperate to take out a loan against a home you've owned since the 80s. We refinanced it. And we used it to pay expenses for the home, to upkeep it, instead of pulling out cash that's making more money in investments, you dumb fuck. Sparky Malarkey, if the world was fair, Eli would be a millionaire for all this entertainment he has given us. Well, I'm not an entertainer. I mentioned that on my earlier stream. Let's move on. Tiff, if they took out an equity loan in the 2006-ish time frame, they're effed. Tiffany, don't feed into this. You do not need to be talking about this, okay? And we're doing just fine. Thank you. We're doing just fine. And the loans back then, Tiffany, were called subprime loans. And there was never a subprime loan on this house. There was no subprime loan. Subprime loans, Tiffany, during that time were for people that could really not afford a home without it. Basically, people that were making 50, 60 grand a year were buying a home, and their payments were less because they were paying interest only for the first few years. And then after the first few years, it buys them time to make more money. And if they didn't make enough money to, pay the loan once it matures and it doubles or triples, then they would get foreclosed on. And many people got foreclosed on that. Okay. So this home was purchased back in 1984. I can't even believe how far these people are dissecting my family's estate, especially the house that, my mother and I, we share along with Dawn. Unbelievable, man. This is just the cringiest stuff ever with these people. This was so comical, I had to get out of bed and talk about this. I really did. And Tiffany, it matters on the loan that you take out. You don't take out a subprime loan. I don't think they even do subprime loans anymore. Okay? That's what screwed everybody up. Kayla says, I shouldn't be here. Take care, everyone. Why not? You can go wherever you want. Do you feel these people rode you out, Kayla? Kayla, you go wherever you want to go, and don't let anyone run you off of anywhere. Now, if you get banned by the channel owner, that's one thing, but I don't think Robert banned you. You were talking in here. Silicone, at Kayla, then find a life coach that can help you, one with a proven list of accomplishments. Name Eli's accomplishments. Costco and insurance ain't going to cut it. I've got a lot more than that, Silicone. Got a lot more than that. And I could care less. Silicone, you are a jealous fool, Brian. You see, Brian, here's the thing. You're comparing your estate that your family handed down to you compared to what I'm going to get, which I'm not even looking forward to getting it. I'm a humble person. I don't need my family's estate or money to survive, but where is it going to go? You see, Brian, you got your parents' money. So who the hell are you to speak on this? I think you're jealous, Brian Silicone, because my family's estate is worth way more than your estate. Right? Right? I bet you this one house here, Brian, is worth more than your entire estate. So sit down and shut your mouth. And I'm not even trying to compare family estates, but I'm just calling you out on your stupidity and jealousy and ignorance, dude. Ignorance, man. JB Gunner Show, no one has an issue with Kayla. Silicone, unless you're talking about Eli getting upset, then yes, you probably should leave, LOL. Nothing to say about that. Tiff says, Kayla, it's good to stay and have a presence here. I agree, if she wants. Tiff said he won't be upset. Who won't be upset? Me? Is she worried about what I'm going to think about her, talking about people hating on me? It's the same old stupid group of people. It's a dumb group of people, ignorant, dumb group of people that are projecting their misery and insecurities onto me and their jealousy onto me, man. This is ridiculous, And they played the clip where I went on to Real Talk with Roy's channel to apologize to him. So what? Roy got pissed. I tried. No big deal. I have no shame in that, but these people want to make it front page news to an audience of 30 or 40 Coach Eli haters that still care about the same old repetitive shit that's been going on for the last 6 years. Most people are getting tired of it. It's the same old boring stuff, but there's still maybe 30 or 40 people that still can't get enough of it. Wow. Chowder, this is the best clip ever. It's really me, Eli. Chowder, you know what? You're a loser too. And you try to offer me voiceover work. I don't care what you do. And you've said that you've had some other trolling accounts. As far as I'm concerned, Chowder, you're a troll. And you're somebody that I bet you're a millennial too, because you act a lot like Jamie and Mondo, right? And you try to act all analytical and shit. You try to act all smart and shit. And maybe a lot of you guys, are good at analytics and all that, but your life skills suck. This is the problem with these millennial men, like you, Mondo, Jamie, and you, Chowder. You guys overly analyze stuff, but you guys have like no life skills. You guys lack social skills. You guys are socially awkward. You're socially awkward and you lack life skills. Period. That's the bottom line. That's my opinion. ODN is a lol cow. And I know who runs that channel. This is comical. The guy is living somewhere outside of normal. Take his waiting on an estate to be settled. I'm not waiting on shit. Who says I'm waiting on anything? Okay? Like, I've got my own money. I pay my own bills. So does Don. Okay? And, I work side gigs when necessary to bring in more money. I've got my investments. I'm doing just fine. You guys are just jealous that there's an estate that has to be handed down by default. It has to be handed down by default. But you guys want to make that like front page news amongst 30 or 40 drama people that are still not tired for some reason after 5 or 6 years of the same old repetitive bullshit, right? Sabrina Garza, Eli cried himself to sleep after that. Do I look like I'm crying, Sabrina Garza? Sabrina Garza, wow, like really, you are so angry and butthurt over me removing you from the channel. That's the thing. God, you are so angry. You're still angry at the fact that I banned you from my YouTube channel. You're allowing that to still plague you? It's pretty pathetic, Sabrina. Odian is a lol cow. After his mom has passed, what's he to do for income? I've got my own income. So I'm not concerned about that. I love my mom, and she's going to be around for a long time. But, that day is going to come at some point. And I'm not concerned about that because we're fine. Don and I are going to be fine. So is my brother. Why do you care? Why do you care if I'm going to be fine or not? Oh, like my honest question to you, ODN, is a lol count. Anyone else? Why do you care so much about what's going to happen to me? Why? You guys are jealous as fuck. I want people that are not here live on the replay to comment in the comments section and tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how jealous are these people that they don't have or didn't have family like I have, right? And I'm not trying to show that off. I'm a humble person, but I'm calling these people out because their behavior is asinine. Their behavior for grown-ass adults is not adult-like at all. It's not. Tiff says, LOL. I don't know what you were laughing at, Tiff. I hope it wasn't something that was said about my estate, because that wouldn't be nice. But anyway. Mrs. Ka says, Eli is a star. Well, that's your opinion, Mrs. Ka. I'm just doing what I like to do. Sparky Malarkey, do you think Eli told Dawn about that? Told Dawn about what? I tell her everything. She knows everything. You folks are sitting here thinking like I'm handling this like I did with Dana. I'm not. Dawn knows every little thing going on. She knows everything about, my family, the estate, and all that. My family has accepted her. We love her. Okay? And she knows everything going on YouTube. Even though she doesn't really want to know a lot of things, I still tell her everything. You guys are trying to say, does Dawn know this? Maybe we should go live and tell her. No, I've told her everything already. Okay? I've told her everything. I don't care what you guys say. Say what you want to say because we already know it. We already know it. It's already been mentioned. Whenever Farley, Tiff, are you still best friends with Eli? That's a ridiculous question, Farley. Mrs. Ka, Coach Eli is a draw. Well, you know it, Mrs. Ka. Silicone says ODN is a lolcow. ODN is a lolcow has a good point. When there are numerous people on an estate and you ain't one of them, if you do get money, it's going to take a while. I'm not waiting for the money. I don't care about that. And what you guys don't understand, the way that the estate works, it's properties and the money is there to reinvest in the properties. Okay? And then each one of us has our own money outside of the estate. Silicone, you're Brian, maybe your estate is set up differently. Everyone's estate is set up differently. Okay? Tiff, best friends, Farley, you come at me with the weirdest stuff lately. Well, I don't like to call people best friends, especially out here on YouTube. I do consider Tiffany a friend. I do think she's a good person. I do think, Tiffany, you do like to lightly troll. I will agree with people on that. Do I think you have malice intent for my channel, myself, or Dawn? No, I don't. But I do think you do lightly troll and have fun. And that could be perceived by this weird group of people as questionable. But I don't question it. So it is what it is. Well, yeah, what kind of a question is that? Why do you care who Tiff is friends with or not? Why do you care who I'm friends with, Farley? Tiff says, Eli honestly didn't trash him from what I saw. If you're talking about Mondo, I didn't trash Mondo. I just shared my thoughts about him. I think he's a spoiled, entitled millennial like Jamie. I think he's very analytical, overly analytical. And I think he lacks social skills and he lacks, social intelligence in this modern world. Okay? I think he's socially awkward. I think Jamie's socially awkward. I do. I think Mondo's socially awkward. Let's see. Silicone. Eli tries to normalize everything, spins it every way he can. No, I speak the truth. You guys spin it out of context because you're paying people for your entertainment, Brian. Whether it is his living situation, his girlfriend and her health and family, his YouTube career, even kids bullying him in the park, it's all the truth, Silicone. I don't plan any of it, Silicone. It just happens. And I share the truth. But see, Silicone, I think you're pissed off because your gig or your jig after all these years is coming to an end because no one's donating really much money to Jamie or JB anymore. JB tried to get back in and he's like, I'll do this once per week. Yeah, you're going to lose money trying to come at me. It's not the same like it used to be. It's not the same like it used to be. You can't troll me. I'm untrollable. Nothing you can say or do is going to get me to go. And there's nothing new to talk about regarding cringy stuff on me. So you guys keep rehashing the same boring shit. Tiff, I don't know what he was apologizing for. Well, here's what I apologized for, okay? I was sharing my thoughts about why I thought Roy comes off angry and bitter at times. I shared that, it seems like he went through a bad divorce. Maybe his wife took half his assets, and he's just angry and bitter about it. And I didn't attack the guy. I've never hated Roy. I still don't hate Roy. I think he's a good dude. I still think Roy has a lot of anger issues because, like, the way he gets angry, like I get angry at times too, but not like Roy. Like when Roy gets angry, he's a big dude. Like, honestly, if let's say we were all in a room with Roy and he got angry, super angry, like all of us should be fearing, something, because he's a big dude and he gets angry. Like I think, I think he's got some anger issues. No disrespect, Roy, and that's that. I mean, I legitimately wanted to go on there and pay him praise for calling out people that have been stealing his content in the same ways that they've been stealing my content, right? Or people in the same ways people have been stealing my content. I shared him out of my community. Well, I'll still do it because I actually like his content. Even if Roy never talks to me again, good content is good content. And there are times when Roy nails it. That's all I was trying to do. But, he didn't want my apology. It's okay. It's okay. No big deal, man. Carry on, Roy. Carry on, man. It's not a big deal. I'm not offended by it. I'm not offended by the way it ended. I wanted to legitimately go on there and pay the guy props for doing some good stuff for the community. That's okay. Not a big deal. Life goes on. Silicone says, Tiff, he once again inserted himself where his ass doesn't belong. I can go wherever I want to go, Silicone. If someone puts an open link, I can go there. You guys always, go where I go. You guys follow me to every new community I go to, Silicone. So shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, Silicone. You're full of crap, and, your comments make no sense. And you're just you're just jealous, Brian. I think you're jealous of me, Brian, because my family's estate is worth more than yours. That's the bottom line. And quite frankly, I don't even care about the money. I'm not even thinking about the estate or anything. I'm just doing my thing to help people. But you're jealous, Brian, because I think, that my family's estate's worth way more than yours. And I could care less. Okay? I'm here working hard to make my own money. I've got multiple income sources, and YouTube is just one of many. Okay? That's it. Period. Mrs. Koss says, Roy was forced to say mean things to Eli. Nope, he wasn't. You're making fun of it, Mrs. Koss. I know he wasn't. That was Roy being himself. He's legitimately pissed off at me. Okay, to a certain extent, I can understand it because, someone is saying, yeah, I mean, you're coming off angry and bitter, which is the truth. But that's still going to upset people. And I just said, hey, let me go on, try to apologize to him. I didn't mean any harm by it. I like to help people. I think if Roy got his anger issues in check, I think he'd be one of the best creators out here that ever lived. He's a good guy. He's got good presence. He can invest a little more on his production. I mean, his production is pretty good anyway. But in the future, maybe he'll get a better mic like I have and a better camera. And Roy has a great voice and great talking points and a great presence. Seriously, Roy, I'm saying nice things about you despite what you're saying because the truth is the truth, man. I'm not going to trash someone just because they trash me. I'm not. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to take another quick break right now. And then I'm going to come back. I've got 3 more pages of screenshots to read. It's going to probably take another 20 to 30 minutes to go through it. And stick around after the break. I'm going to continue with a very interesting comment that Tiff made in the chat. So give me a second here. Let me cue up some more royalty-free YouTube music. All right. Music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for another 5, 6, 7-minute break. And when we return, we're going to wrap things up. So stick around. We'll be right back. right, we're back. We are back. We are back live. Let's just scratch it and get right back down to business. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube, live on Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams, the most positive place on the internet. We keep it positive, but we also keep it very raw and real at the same time. If you missed any parts of this show, go back and check out the replay. I took a few breaks in between because Dawn got up, my girlfriend Dawn got up, and I was helping her out. Just, fast forward, skip through those parts on the replay and just listen to the ridiculous stuff that I've been just responding to about this one group of misfits that just can't get enough. Like, they want to dissect every little aspect of my life. And the only reason why I'm even, putting in the time to talk about this is because my audience even gets a kick out of it. It's basically exposing the piss poor behavior of grown-ass adults in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and even beyond in some cases. People just massively projecting their insecurities, their jealousy. They're just very ignorant, very just awkward, socially awkward people. And it's just, honestly, it's become comical to me at this point. It really has become comical. It's repetitive. It's the same old shit from creator to creator to creator. And now even like Robert Reese wants to do a series on this, and he thinks that he's going to make some difference or make money or get a lot of views. How's that panning out for you once again, Robert? How's it panning out for you? Compare your views to mine. And I don't even use anyone's content besides showing my face and using my voice. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue here. 33 in the box, 8 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. Let me just do one more sound check before I get back. In their 30s, 40s, 50s, and even beyond in some cases. People just massively projecting their insecurities, they're jealous. Yeah, massively projecting their insecurities. I mean, I can't say any better than that. They're just massively, constantly projecting their insecurities on the internet. On the internet, man. Wow. On the internet. Wow. I'm never going to run out of content, ever. I'm never going to run out of content, ever. All right. Yeah, let's continue here. So, Tiffany, Tiff, then said in Robert's chat, JB, I'll host a panel with you and Eli. No, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you for the offer, but no thank you. Tiffany, let me ask you something, and I'd like to get a response from you on this, whether it's in the video, a community post, or comment in my comment section, or maybe you and I can do a panel on your show one of these nights here. Why in the world would you think I would even consider doing a show with JB Gunner? Like I said, I'm not afraid to talk with JB or Jamie or any one of these misfits or anyone in general. I'm not afraid to talk with anyone. There's just no upside. There's zero upside talking with JB Gunner, Jamie, and any one of these misfits because there's nothing to leverage. These people don't like my content, okay? They don't respect what I do. They don't respect me. They don't even have respect for themselves, let alone myself, right? So where's the upside and what's the point? Do you just want to see a big drama shit show? I don't know. I really don't know. Now, if you're talking about JB's other content, if you like his news stories and his true crime stuff, then so be it. But when it comes to me, doing something with JB, there's no point to it. It's pointless. It is absolutely pointless. So, yeah, it's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Silicone says, now it's Mondo. Well, if Mondo responds, it'd be wise for Mondo to not respond. I think he did a show yesterday, but I think he deleted it. That's all. I think Mondo is going to just step out of it because I think Mondo knows the more he talks about me, the more it's going to backfire. He's going to give me more exposure throughout the gig economy. And then people are going to come around, and that's just how it works. That's called the Streisand effect. These people used to tell me, oh, Eli, you don't understand the Streisand effect. Maybe I didn't initially, but once I figured it out, I learned how to flip it on all of you, and here we go. So that's all. That's all. The reversal of the Streisand effect. Okay? Mrs. Koss says, Eli thinks Mondo is weak for some reason. He is weak. He is. He is. He's a weak beta millennial man. He is. He's very analytical. Okay? He overly states things. He repeats himself. He asks the same question over and over and over again, expecting a different result. That's insanity. He's insane. Right? He's one of those snarky millennials like Jamie that will only accept the answer that he wants to get from you, not what the real answer is that you want to give. So I can't deal with people like that are ignorant and are also not reasonable. He's very unreasonable. But he comes off very sly and smooth to try to conceal that, right? I ain't buying that. I'm not buying that. So, yeah, there you go. Silicone, Mondo's a stand-up guy, very sensible. Well, that's how he tries to come off, but I can read beyond all that crap. It's an insecurity. He's very insecure. Mondo's a very insecure man. He's a very insecure man with no social skills. He lacks social skills. He's very analytical. Listen, I'll give Jamie and Mondo, they have great analytical skills, okay? If they put their heads to something, they can run their own business outside of YouTube, make lots of money, whatever. But when it comes to social skills and how they handle themselves around other people, they fail. Failures. Okay? Donnie Shaw Show. Well, Donnie, you have a membership on my channel. At least I still think you do. And you're unbanned. You never come around anymore, Donnie. Donnie, I thought you were on the good side of things. I guess you're back in the drama, Donnie. Donnie says exactly he wants people to talk about him so he can carry on with the drama. No, I don't want to carry on with the drama. The more and more you guys talk about me in negative ways, the more exposure you give me. And I've just learned how to leverage it, Donnie. That's all, buddy. Tiff says Mondo seemed very sensible. Key word in that sentence, Tiffany, is seemed. He seemed very sensible, but wasn't. It's a cover-up. He tries to come off very sensible, but when you don't give him the answer he wants, and he keeps asking you the same question 3 or 4 times in different ways, kind of like one of those competency tests that you get before you can get hired at the job. I don't fall for that. He came into my members only live stream the other day with Don and tried to ask the same question 3 different times in 3 different ways, and both Don and I answered it, and he still would not accept the answer. So he is not sensible, and he's not reasonable, and that's just it. That's it. That's all. Let's see here. Then Mondo comes in and says, Reese, I'm not here for you. LOL, you know this. Or are you there for the drama, brother? You there for the drama? Planet Mondo says, I destroyed him the first time on Reese's show. He got my aggressive side the first time, and he wouldn't even look at the screen. Dude, I look at the chat sometimes. I'm not afraid to look at you in the eyes, Mondo. You see, Mondo, there's your condescending, weak beta boy response because you can't handle the fact that I called you out on your insecurities, your weakness, your ignorance, okay, and your lack of social skills, okay, and your lack of social intelligence, right? And your social awkwardness. Mondo, you're socially awkward, dude. And it's going to trigger you, Mondo, because you know it's the truth. And you know what? I'm not here to battle people, Mondo. I never, came on a panel to battle you. What are you here? Oh, I'm going to go on Robert Reese's panel and destroy Eli. I'm going to destroy another man on the internet on a live stream on YouTube. Wow, dude, that's very classy. That's very mature. You're certainly behaving like the stereotype of your generation, the millennials. Of a 37-year-old millennial man, dude. That's very mature of you, Mondo. I go on YouTube live streams to destroy other men with my words. Wow, dude. You're fantastic, Mondo. $42 in the box, 8 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. All right. All right, we're good. Let me see here. Mondo says he keeps trying to get me to take his side. That's all. I don't care whose side you take, Mondo. Just be honest and real. How am I trying to get you to take my side? I could care less. The only reason why I wanted to talk with you, Mondo, is because you go around and you talk trash about myself and other people in very smooth ways. You try to be a smooth operator, Mondo, but I can read right through your bullshit, dude. You come on these panels with Jamie and other people through the gig economy, or you chat in live stream chats like you're some smooth operator, dude, and I read past your garbage, Mondo. I'm not buying it, dude. And I'm not looking for you to take my side. I don't want anyone from that side taking my side. I want nothing to do with you folks, but you keep talking about me, so I'm going to call you out. You keep talking about me, I'll talk about you. When you guys stop, I stop. That's the way it goes, right? Sparky Malarkey, shh, JB, Eli might be watching. Nah, I was busy doing stuff with Dawn. We had a doctor's appointment, and then we went out to lunch after that, and we had a good day while you guys did your BS. I just checked in right before I went to bed. Planet Mondo, Reese, I'm way more entertaining than you. Stop it. Oh, you're not entertaining at all, Mondo. You're boring. Mondo, you're more boring than Jamie. I'll give Jamie's way more entertaining than you are. I don't like the entertainment Jamie creates, but Mondo, Mondo. Oh, Mondo, it's so funny how you're desperately seeking relevancy, man. My God. And then Tiff said, it seems like Mr. J to the L is getting of streaming Eli. And then she put tired of streaming Eli. Well, Tiffany, that's a fantastic point you made, Tiffany. Yeah, Tiffany. If you look at what's been happening, I've been calling this out for 2 months straight now, right? And all Jamie and anyone else that's restreamed me does is regurgitate the same old clips from years ago. There's nothing new to put out, right? And by them rebroadcasting me and me talking about it, it's actually backfired. People are not donating to Jamie as much on my shows anymore. JB tried to insert himself again. They didn't donate to him, so he's doing it once a week, right? People are tired of it. Jamie's audience is bored of it. And even Jamie said on this last restream of me a couple days ago that, well, since you folks aren't donating and this is boring, I'm going to end the show. He had made like $30-something, right? And then somebody sent him another $10. He made $40-something. So yeah, he's getting tired of restreaming me because I've been standing up for myself and Dawn, and she's been standing up for me. And the more and more that they keep doing the same old thing when we're just sitting here saying it's stupid, and calling it out, they look like fools. Yeah. So tackling it head on has been the right thing to do. Just like Granny's watching Jess. I mentioned this before. I'll say it again. Granny's watching Jess. When she was going toe-to-toe with James for many, many months, I tried to go in her chat and tell her to just ignore the guy. And I now realize, after she got her RO and stuff, I now realized why she went toe-to-toe with him. Because he was leveraging Granny to the brink. Like, listen, if there's one thing Jamie's good at, is leveraging people's audiences to the brink and spinning things to even make these audiences he's leveraging believe that the person they're following is bad, in this case, myself, Granny, or whoever else, and then they go over to Jamie's side where he's rebroadcasting myself, or back then Granny or whoever, and then they trash talk the person they once supported. It's surreal, right? So you really have no other choice but to tackle it head on, like she did and like I am. And it's worked. It's worked. There's nowhere left for them to go with it. So it's time to move on, right? Now, I'm not here to talk about James because he didn't rebroadcast me, and neither did Robert, but Robert made a stream on me, the Eli investigation. Oh, the Eli investigation. Ooh. Same old thing, dude. How many more episodes are you going to do of the Eli investigation? Do them all you want, bro. But every time you do them, Robert, I'll respond to it and your chat. And I bet you I'll get more views than you and probably make more money than you. Because people can still donate to me, Cash App or PayPal, even when I'm off the air, or they can send a super thanks in the comments section of the live stream replay or a pre-recorded video. 44 in the box, 9 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. All right. Tiff says, JB, Reese reminds me a bit of RBR. No, Reese does not compare to RBR. I have way more respect for Real Brother Network or Real Brother Radio, which is Real Brother Radio Network. I respect him more, way more than I'll ever respect Reese or JB. Silicone, no accountability whatsoever, never witnessed anything like it. If you're talking about me, what do you mean with no accountability? Like, accountability regarding what? Folks, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and you're here and you can chat, please get your questions, comments, or concerns in right now. I'll be going off the air in just a few minutes, almost done here. Planet Mondo says, here goes Robert with the corny shit, LOL. Well, that's Robert. Nothing more to add to that. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing noteworthy to talk about anymore. That's that. All right. I'm just going to wrap up by saying this. Robert, do what you got to do. Keep on doing the Eli investigation. Robert, if you want to start restreaming me, go right ahead. It doesn't matter, man. I don't care anymore. I really don't. Because everything you guys do now in this one group with this one small audience that's still left regarding the Coach Eli haters, it's boring. It's backfiring on all of you, right? And the more and more reasonable, decent people that come around and see how you folks behave, they're going to be like, what the hell's wrong with these people? They're attacking this guy because he made a smart move to, share a place with his mother and his girlfriend, Dawn, a big 3-story house that was only occupied by her mother beforehand. And, they have their own 2,000 square foot in-law unit as a separate part of the house. And they're paying into the estate that's going to eventually become theirs anyway. Like, anyone that hears this that's reasonable is going to be like, that's a pretty smart move. And some people will say, yeah, I'm in the same situation. My family put me in that situation too. Or if they're reasonable people and they're not in that situation, they'll say, yeah, I wish I had the opportunity that Eli and his brother have to invest in their own family's estate, because it's much better than, spending money on an apartment that you're going to lose. And not only here in the San Francisco Bay Area, but pretty much everywhere now, the prices of homes have increased that most people can't afford to buy a home nowadays, even if they're making good money. Like, homes have gone up astronomically, countrywide here in the U.S. Now, there are still some places that you can get a decent home for a decent price, but what are the wages like in that area, right? Like, inflation has fucked up, the average American worker to the point of where they can't even afford to buy the American dream of a home anymore. So, like, why is this a bad thing? So more and more people keep coming around and seeing this for what it really is. A bunch of angry, bitter, miserable, jealous, mentally and emotionally unstable people that are just insecure as well. They're just very insecure, immature, etc. That's all it boils down to. It's the same old thing. Same old thing, different day, different creator. That's all. So anyway, it is 5:53 a.m. Eastern, 2:53 a.m. Pacific. I'm going to get going. I want to get some rest. Don and I will be doing a members-only live stream sometime later this week, maybe Thursday or Friday. We're probably going to do one on Thursday and then probably do one once again on Saturday or Sunday night. So if you already haven't done so, make sure you get your $4.99 channel memberships. You can always buy a greater package than $4.99, but you're going to get the same thing. The only difference is you'll be donating more each month to support or sponsor the channel. But, if money's tight, the cheapest package to get everything, including members-only live streams and members-only live stream replays and members-only live chats, you have to get the $4.99 package, and then you can join us. So that is that. All right. I'm going to get going, folks. Thank you very much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications, and you won't miss anything. We're leaving 41 in the box and 10 thumbs up. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.